Hello, my name is Zhatelier. Welcome back for another episode of EU4 as Palembang. In previous episodes we got our first colony underway. We did also discover Australia and a little bit extra of the sea zones and all that, but we don't have a whole lot of range right now. We're currently saving up some points to get the extra colonial range though. That's going to be quite crucial. That's also going to allow us to then start exploring a bit further away. So we can discover all the coastlines of Australia as well as then maybe start pushing towards America, for example. If we could start bringing a whole lot of gold from, let's say, Mexico, that would be quite nice. Or go for the Incan gold. That's actually not bad either. Oh, Hormuz no longer has Zhatelier. Looks like a matter by... Actually, is Sunda is at war with Bali and Bandra. Oh. Okay, so they are just going after Bali. Oh, and speaking of which, Bali... Oh. Oh, Bali is bankrupt. Okay, so the colony is actually going to be disappearing from there. That's good. But I don't know if Sunda takes all of this, that's going to be a bit of a problem for me. Also, what do we need for the Malaya? Well, a whole lot of stuff. They need to have Pakuan, which I believe is it down here? I don't actually remember. Well, there's a few provinces that we need to have directly. Or specifically. We already own Palembang, so that's good. Utai, I believe, is in... Is somewhere over here. It does ring a bell, at least. Oh, over there, okay. Well, regardless, there's going to be quite a few provinces that we need to take, so I don't think we'll be able to get that anytime soon. And the money situation is still pretty bad, but our colony is about to be done. There we go. So we can go ahead and make that into a core. There's no production. Oh, there's a whole lot of devastation. That's eventually going to start going down, I suppose. Let's go ahead and send the colonists down to Christmas Island. There's a bit of a... jump off point there. We're going to reduce our army maintenance a little bit. Get this one behind the fort again. It will still be rather costly for us, I reckon, but at least we've got a bit of the boss already covered. We can do a bit of raiding there. Oh, well, we got nothing out of it. Never mind. I don't know if that actually increased the amount of radius that we can explore right now. It's probably best to just wait for the idea. The colonial range, because that's going to allow us to explore a lot further. We actually, well, currently we are still making money, although now that the colony is done, yeah, we're losing a bit. Although not as much. I suppose the devastation of it, oh right, it was the volcano thing. Oh, that's a coal-producing province. Interesting. Okay, I bet that's going to be quite handy. How much do we have trade power? Okay, we're the second largest trade power in Malacca at this point. We are well ahead of time in admin. We could start spending some more points to develop occasional province here. For example, this one could... actually, yeah, we can get another development in there. We get a little bit of the middle point and then another admin. Oh, somebody's declared war on Barai, okay. So there's a lot of nations that are starting to fight around here. The question is, of course, is there a way for me to sort of take advantage of that? The answer is probably not a whole lot. Oh, somebody's allied with Sunda. Yeah, Sunda. Oh, right, they took a province over there. They took some lands from Bali, which... Oh, the capital moved in here. Okay. I thought they didn't own that province fully, did they? Like, it was still a colony, but okay. I don't know how that happened. But there we go. So the colony Christmas Island should be done in a relatively good time. But since there's no natives, we won't be able to get any of the events to just get another 200 natives joining in or anything like that. We've got a cruel leader right now. But we don't really have unrest, so we're going to keep that one actually. Get a little bit better points income, and I guess we'll spend a bit of points. Or ducats rather, not points. So we're losing 1.5 ducats per month. That's not a whole lot. It's not ideal, mind you, but it's not a whole lot. We might be able to start recovering soon enough with some more raiding. In like a year or so, so we can keep this going. At some point, if we got enough money stockpile... Oh, corruption. Oh, lovely. I guess we'll just ignore that again. So it's going to cost us quite a bit of money for a few months. But at the same time, at least we don't need to get the stability up. Oh, and we can take the overseas exploration. There we go, so we'll take that one. We'll also get a bit more prestige, which is very handy. We'll then wait for the money for the... Oh, not money, but the Diplo point to get the explorer. It's only going to be another 3 months, and we're going to do that. Oh, Malacca's got a bit of revolt over there. Noble Rebellion, okay. Who's Sunda fighting? Brunei, Sulu, and Kutai. Are you actually winning that war? Right now, not really. I mean, I suppose your side has done a little bit. You are sieging down stuff over there, so Kutai might get pushed out of the war. I do wonder, Indrapura... I don't have a claim on you. Sunda and Sambas would both still help you. But are you still part of Malacca? Oh yeah, you're part of the... Oh, you know you're part of the Samba Australia. Okay. Interesting. That's a very tiny trade league, though. We could start building a spy network in here. I don't think we'll be able to get that province anytime soon, but at least... Ooh, extreme monsoon. Okay. I'll just spend a bit of money because I don't want to have a whole lot of devastation on this entire area. Plus, I believe it's almost time to start raiding again, isn't it? Bit of trade protection, alright then. Oh, there was... Okay, well, you know what? What we'll do is we'll just do the raiding on manually on our main fleet. That way it's a bit easier to keep track of where we need to do the raiding. And it won't just... before we have time to react, it won't move away. Let's see, so we've done those. Let's get back to Sarawak. I'm going to Palawan, and then we're going to go around here, do a bit of raiding around Java. We might not be able to raid everything, but we can probably raid a good chunk at least. Oh yeah, we can't actually raid these yet. Well, I guess we could go around to the Straits of Malacca then. Now we've got plenty of money again to keep the colony growing, among other things, so that's at least good. That's another 100 ducats. Oh, and a whole lot of sailors. Is this... Yeah, we should be able to sail all the way out to Andaman Sea. Do a bit of raid there. That's another 27. And go to coast of Aceh. And then, I guess, sail down the coastline there. Or coastlines, sort of the western coastline of Sumatra. And then we'll probably sail around Java just for the heck of it. We might not be able to raid these yet, admittedly. Oh, no, we can. There we go. 400 ducats. I suppose we could even build a... Actually, no, I don't think we can build any of the manufactories yet. We've only unlocked the farm estates. That's not really that useful for us yet. Get to the Karimata Strait over here first. Raid the coastlines there. Then we could also go to Strait of Malacca. Oh, Buccaneers take over. Alright then. Oh, another smugglers take over again. Okay. So it's a bit of a balancing act right now. I suppose the fact that we're doing a whole lot of this raiding does actually have quite a bit of impact in here. Okay, so we can't do that. Actually, can we? No, we can't raid there. I guess it's time to return back home. Do we have... Oh yeah, we could actually increase our fleet as well. And now we got the... Actually, got the points to get the Explorer in here. Right, I want... Well, I suppose first of all we'll go to a port and then we can send you to explore. The Christmas Island colony is actually doing quite nice work there. Got 21% chance of succeeding in there, getting more colonists in there. So this should be relatively quick colony, all things considered. Right, so that fleet has returned and the other fleet is about... Oh, I thought I'd... Okay, let's get you stopped on that. There we go. Now we're going to send you to explore. And what we'll probably do is... see, West Indian Ocean is kind of the wrong direction. There's the East China Sea, which we could do exploration there, but I don't think we need to. South Indian Ocean... We'll do the South China Sea, actually. We'll see what we can discover over there. So that should be getting us these areas, essentially. And there we go. We've got a bit of spy network in here. Let's get a claim. Now, if we now were to declare war, Sambas and Sunda would still both join. Okay, so that wouldn't really be ideal, although we might be able to get the war goal quite easily. They would not be able to march their troops in here, so the question then remains, do we have enough fleet? And I'm guessing probably not. We can get another galley at least. Also, we can probably get the leader over here. That's actually pretty good admiral there. Now we're going to do the conquest. Sunda, you've got 27 ships, so they've got a bit of a larger fleet than we do. I guess I could always just do a bit of development over here. That should also reduce the devastation quite a bit. There we go, so that's 10 development. Getting a little bit increase in there, and I suppose the tax income is starting to be now fairly decent. Could be still better, but it's definitely not the worst. Hey, there we go. South China Sea explored. So we've got, I guess, a little bit exploration down here. Not a whole lot. Okay, so let's go ahead and do... Well, actually, we can just... Yeah. Okay, that selects the fleet. Let's go for the coastlines of South China Sea. So I'm going to guess it's a little bit more over here and over there. That's about it. So the extra range that we got was not that much. Oh, Brunei will cede... Oh, wow, yeah, Samba's got quite a bit of land there. Well, Brunei is still a rival of ours. They do still have Sulu as an ally. Which would be... No, that's Tidor. That's also... Oh, right, over here. Okay. I was kind of thinking, like, we need to find a enemy to fight that is not too strong. And doesn't have a whole lot of... Oh, hello. Osiak is a vassal of Malacca now. Okay. They've got a lot of allies. Okay, well, we can't really do too much about that then. Oh, and Jambi... Oh, actually... Now, Jambi would call in Malacca... Okay, yeah, no, that's too much. So, not there. Banjar? I don't think... Yeah, I don't have a claim on you. Or anything, so I can't really declare war. There's one option that I do have is just, you know, try to get a colony over here somewhere. Block off the Bali expansion a bit further, and then we could also... Oh! Or an improved techno... Do we still have the advisor? Yeah, we do have the inflation reduction advisor, so we'll take the max admin points right now. Brunei is no longer considering me as a rival. I think we might not be able to keep them as a rival for much longer. Hey, there we go. There's a bit of a coastline explore again. We could go for the South Indian Ocean, I suppose. I want to explore the ocean first, and then we can explore the coastline, so we don't need to do it twice, necessarily. Well, Sunda sends a insult. Alright, then. Well, two can play that game. Scornful insult. Malacca will actually like that. What did you say to me, you scallywag? I've sailed the 7 seas and have over 100 confirmed boardings. Sure, we'll go with that. I suppose... Oh, that's allied to Jambi only. Interesting. I can actually get a claim, right? Maybe. But there is a sliver over there. So in theory we can get a claim on these. They've got a decent army though. But then that's going to allow us to fight Jambi. We can then defeat Jambi and then capture some of the lands over here. Not a bad idea actually. Of course they do have a decent army. And how is our army? We could probably increase it a little bit now. Yeah, we'll get another one. Oh, Master of Mint died. That's unfortunate. Let's just get another infantry there, and we could get prestige. Not the worst necessarily. Actually, that's a cheap advisor. Sure, we'll take that one. So the inflation is not going to be going down any further, but that's alright. We don't actually need the one in Interpura, the spy network, anymore. So we've got the claim there already. Now, we won't really be able to fight them right now, I don't think. But if we can get Jambi and Pagaruyung over here, that should allow us to then expand a little bit. They've got 12,000 men. We can get to 12,000, I think. No, actually, we've got 11,000 right now. That is the limit. But if we can fight them separately, which I think we might be able to. I mean, Jamba's got 9 ships plus probably a few trade ships. And then these got 13. I got... But if I combine all my fleets in here, we should be able to keep that secure. I do actually wonder if we could build a... Actually, yeah, we could build a fort over here. Quite a bit of blockade measure over here, so they can't just move in and help easily. They might still be able to do that, but it's going to take a little while. Because we still need to get a claim in here somewhere. But it might take more than one claim, actually. But yeah, if we can defeat Jambi first, then we can easily focus down on the other nation and capture some lands there. Potentially even just annex them. It might be quite a bit of overextension and aggressive expansion, but it'll be fine. Oh, and Christmas Island is almost a 400 population, so we should be then discovering what they do produce there. Spices are pretty highly likely there. There's also tea and coffee. There's fish, tropical wood, instance and naval supplies. So all fairly decent other than the fish, I guess. Ah, there we go. And we explored the South Indian Ocean. Let's go ahead and do now the coastlines for South Indian Ocean. It should just be a few more islands, really. Or maybe, well, actually, there's going to be a little bit of the Australian coastline there, isn't it? Well, regardless, we'll get that. Do we now have the range to do... Oh, yeah, we do have a range to do colony in Australia. Ooh, that's going to be opening up quite a nice avenue of expansion here. It may not be the fastest expansion route, but it will be an expansion route, and then we'll start getting the colony in there. Ooh, Brunei is no longer a valid rival. Well, I knew that would happen, which means that, yeah, we'll need to probably revoke that embargo then. Who's going to be our next rival then, I suppose? I guess Jambi will do. We should be able to get a claim over here shortly, I think. Yeah, there we go. Let's get a claim. We won't declare the war quite yet. I want to get the castle built first. That's still going to be another 2 years, I suppose. Also, are we able to do any more raiding? I think we did most of it. There might still be 1 or 2 more places that we can do. Actually, is this... No, we couldn't do it there. Well, we did do most of it, so I'm not too concerned about it. We're also losing... Oh, Samba's Strait League is destroyed. Oh, so Indrapura... Okay, they're still allied to Sunda. It would be 18... That'd be 18 regiments total. We would not have the naval capabilities to fight off Sunda directly. The Sambas no longer has the trade company, at least. Or the trade league, rather. Extreme monsoon? Sure, we'll organize some relief funding there. There we go, South Indian Ocean's been explored. Probably just discovered like 1 or 2 more islands. Now, let's go for... I guess we can go for East China Sea. Then it's going to be Western Indian Ocean, I suppose, after that. I was so close getting the Christmas Island. I mean, I suppose if we just get 1 successful roll in there with a colonist. Captain goes rogue. Oh dear. Well, the rate efficiency drops then. Also, we're still pretty much behind in both Oh! Base tax in Guam. Okay. Oh, right. It's going to be more of the islands over here, isn't it? Oh, that's good to know. We might do some colonization in there. Trade protection. The people are privateering, probably. And we're also privateering, to be fair, so I'm not too concerned about that. We are the biggest pirates, actually, in there. Apparently. Let's get another exploration idea. I suppose the +10 wouldn't be too bad. Since the techs are starting to get more and more expensive. Because we don't have Renaissance. I don't think the Renaissance still is even visible to us. Well, actually, no. We can see it Cairo. Actually, that's one of the things. We should probably improve relations with Mamluks. We can't ally them, so it's unlikely that they'll actually give us at least easily give us the knowledge sharing. And there we go. East China's coast explored. Or East China Sea coastline explored. So now we've got just the Western Indian Ocean. I guess we'll go out and do sailing over there as well. We could also try to do a bit of... Oh, there, well, we're a little bit of sailors. What we could do is we could also go for Madagascar. Capture some lands there. That's going to be quite a crucial location for a lot of the trade that will go around Africa. So then we can just basically pirate anything that goes in there. Ooh, tea in Christmas Island. Well, 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 that's actually going to be quite nice. The tea price isn't huge yet, but I'm sure that there will be quite a demand for it overall. The castle is about a 1 year away. Oh, slave ship captured. I'm going to take the manpower and sailors. I wouldn't mind getting the coin, but at the same time, it kind of makes, like, roleplay-wise, it makes more sense for us to release them. Oh, another election. Since we are probably going to go into war soon, perhaps it would be time to switch to the leader a little bit. Yeah, we could probably go for a captain. Although, how far are we from the Miltech? Not that far, actually, yeah. So we'll go with the captain. Get the captain over here as... Ooh, 4221, that's not bad. We'll go ahead and take the discipline and seat ability. That will hopefully help a little bit. Embezzle it. Well, okay, that's unfortunate. Oh, Malacca declared war. So who are we fighting? Siak and Malacca. There's 20,000. We'll go ahead and get the fleets gathered up in here. Ah, right, so we're fighting over there. We'll just gather them up. Actually, let's not get in there yet until we get the fleets, well, both the fleets in there at the same time. Although, even with the 24 ships might not be sufficient. Can I switch the doctrine? So currently we got the naval attrition, Disembarking speed, attrition will load it on ships. I think we might actually want to go with the, probably just the galley combat ability right now. We'll get a little bit closer. Our troops will need to rest for a moment. At least we have the fort over here, so that's going to delay the enemy for a moment, I hope. Again, we'll just try to blockade in here. We do have the numbers advantage, so this is going to be a tricky war. Oh, they actually moved most of their ships away. Okay, let's go engage. There we go. Oh, that's a lot of ships, but we did get some reinforcements there. We might still not be able to hold on to this. So what are they... Let's have a look. Ah, so they want to basically annex me entirely. Well, yeah. That's... we would still have Christmas Island, I suppose, I think. But no, we're not going to take that. We'll fight them off one way or another. They can't actually get through Palembang. Problem is that we won't be able to do too much, though. We're probably going to be just sitting ducks in there on the island. Although, it might be... Oh, they brought in more ships. Okay, let's just go ahead and retreat. Lost quite a few ships. Oh, we... Okay, we engaged one ship there. There we go. Let's quickly get out of there, if we can. No, we can't. As soon as we can, we'll just... Oh, exceptional year. I'm going to take a bit of money. I think we might need that. Okay, there we go. So we lost a lot of the ships. They got 20,000 men over here. Luckily, we... Ooh, actually, let's put on the local defensiveness in here. It'll take a lot longer for them to get any successful rolls on this. They'll take attrition. But the problem is they have fleet advantage. They got a massive fleet advantage, in fact. But it's going to take a while for them to actually win this siege at all. At which point... we might have to go for mercenaries. A good tie combat would be 4,000 men. That'd be another 4,000. If we just take a whole lot of loans right now, because this is a bit of a bigger war. We pay off the loans later on once we do the next set of raiding. Take a total of 10 loans. And we'll go ahead and hire these mercenaries. So that's going to get us to 8,000. We can fight them off potentially in Palembang with the mercenaries. Once we just, you know, we need to wait for a moment. We can probably wait for a disease outbreak. Yeah, there we go. And the fact that it's going to take them 40 days per siege tick. And that's going to give us a at least, I don't know, half a year of time. Oh, did a bit of exploration there. I'm going to just go ahead and do more exploration. Just get out away from here, if we can. And in the meanwhile, we can gather up the troops here, get the organization up. We'll have, I guess, 19,000 men against them. Plus, we could get the troops out of the fort as well. Oh, I do actually wonder. What's their... They got Miltech 6 and we got 5, don't we? Yeah, so that's part of the reason. Okay, so we need to probably wait for that Miltech. Do we have any better advisors? There's a manpower. Okay. There's a fort defense advisor. That would be too expensive, though. Okay, so we'll just go with this for now. There's one of the armies. Let that get some organization or morale. Will take a few months to get full. Okay, so... Oh, right, because they got the blockade in here. They are bringing a bit more troops. Well, let's just go ahead and get these troops ready. Combined, we should be able to fight them off. And then start pushing them back. It's going to be a costly war for us. But it's not the end of the world. Menace from Holloway. Oh. We'll take the prestige right now, actually. That's going to give us a bit more morale of armies. It's not a whole lot, but it does still help. I think that's going to be very crucial in here. Okay, so they've got 20,000 men. We've got 19. How good is that? They got 2 siege pips. We've got on our general with 3. We'll have the defensive bonus. So I think we might win this, assuming that we can get the Miltech. Because right now, with their Miltech advantage on us... Well, actually, it's only Malacca who has it. But it's pretty rough. We do have the extra morale, though. We got the better... Actually, let's have a look at the ledger for a moment. War enemies. So we've got the highest morale. We got the same discipline as Malacca. They got a bit higher siege ability. We've got a good... well, same defense, actually. They got higher professionalism, but we did have to hire some mercenaries right here. Are we not getting the morale up all that quickly? Oh, that's only 10%. Oh, because the free company has got some penalties in it, doesn't it? Well, the other one's got almost full. We'll still probably wait until we, you know, drop down to like 0% before we need to start fighting, or, you know, advancing in there. Or wait until they get another... oh, they got a decent attrition in here. Well, wait until they get another disease outbreak and then push in. Supply shortage, that's not great. So they are slowly gaining some ground in there. But again, if we get sortie from the siege, that's going to give us another 1,200 men. Oh, there we go. I'm going to leave this fleet in here for now. Although there's, you know what? We could potentially just group up with the other fleets there. And then combine with... no. Never mind. Turn around. They're moving their fleet away. So this army is still a bit low on organization. Or morale, rather. That's another food shortage. Oh, but they don't have the blockade going on right now because they moved all their fleets down here to chase after me. Oh, never mind. Now they got the siege again. Or the blockade again. I think it might be time for us to start moving in. Although the question is, those are going to be 7... That's going to be... Okay. So I'm going to wait for a few days over here. So that we arrive on, like, roughly on the same day. So we need to wait for a few more... That's 3rd. I think we'll wait for one more day. And there we go. Now we arrive there on 7 with 2 of the armies, including the good general. So we start with 15,000 men. We should be able to win this. As soon as we do start, we'll also sortie out the troops. This is all or nothing. If we can't win this fight, we're going to lose the war. Got more troops. We got the... roll a little bit badly there. I think we are actually going to win this. Yeah, there we go. We did win it. Losses were roughly equal, but we did at least gain the upper hand in the fight there. We're still kind of losing the war, but the question is, can we turn this around properly? The answer is not necessarily yes, but at least we got the victory there. We are going to get... Well, I suppose that allows the fort over here to gain a bit of garrison back, which is somewhat handy, because we did lose a good chunk of the garrison in the fight there. So now we got the troops advantage. We could try to get to Siak, I suppose. That would be costly in terms of attrition, but that might then scare them off from trying to attack across the strait. What we're going to even do is we'll actually go ahead and just hire 1 regiment of infantry. And that's going to seize down these 2 provinces in the meanwhile, and then we can combine that into the main army. If we can capture that fort, that's going to be huge. We do also have a sheet people on one of these generals, although it's not necessarily going to be all that much, but still. Now we can at least make sure that they can't just walk in here. They might still do landings with fleets and whatnot. But we have turned things about a little bit, although they do still have... Actually, no, we got a slight advantage in numbers. It's not a huge advantage, but it is an advantage nonetheless. They are, of course, now building up some more troops. And this siege is going to go on for a long while, I reckon. Hey, walls breached. There we go. That's a bit of a lucky roll. The blockades that they're doing on us are a bit of a costly one. And we'll probably need... Oh boy, we're losing a whole lot of money. Yeah, hopefully we don't go bankrupt. We could still have... How many loans? 50 loans. Okay, so we're only 20% towards bankruptcy right now. Right, let's go out and start seizing down some of these provinces. Not a whole lot of development on those, but still. Oh, there's the 14,000 men. Got 18,000. They do have slight advantage in numbers. Of course, in a pinch, what I can do is I can try to... Especially if these armies arrive at separate times, I could sacrifice the fleet down here by sending it down to engage with the fleet there for a while we fight off one of the armies. We'd have to time it correctly, or very precisely, but it can be done. Of course, oh, well, speak of the devil. So are they going to be... They are arriving at different times. Okay. I'm going to move that there. So now we need to figure out a timing where our fleet is going to arrive here on... like 3rd of December. Actually, so what are we... Currently it's 25th of November, so it takes 6 days? We're going to wait until at least the 27th or so. double check it now, 25th. That'd be 1st of December, so we'll wait to 27th. Yes, that's going to be 3rd of December. So it's only going to be Malacca's army that we need to fight there. Initially, at least. He will, actually, you know what, we'll sustain the fleet. Ooh, another wall breach. Good. This is going to be costly. Oh, wait, no, because they own both sides. No, never mind. I got some reinforcements still arriving, but we are still dealing pretty good damage overall. We might still win this battle. So we just sacrificed that fleet for nothing. So that's my mistake. But we did win the battle. And now we're going to defeat another 1,000 men over there. Luckily, we didn't take quite enough casualties to not be able to hold on the siege. We got quite a bit of war exhaustion, though. I'm going to go and reduce that a little bit. Keep that in check. But if we can win this siege now, while they are retreating... Actually, what we can do is... combine that. Consolidate the regiments. Actually, do we have... Oh, no, we don't have quite enough. Okay, so we'll wait for a little bit. Then we'll send another unit to siege down that. I do wonder, actually, can we hire now the... Tonkinese... Okay, we could. Just need to take a bit of loans. Oh, wait, hold on a minute. That's Zhatelier Company. So Tonkin... okay. That's the Tonkinese army. Never mind. Well, having a bit of extra money is still going to be somewhat handy. No, we'll wait for that. We're going to go ahead and hire yet another infantry. Just increase the army size in here. I'm hoping that if we can take that fort, we can then hold on to the... Actually, why is the war goal right now? It's still Koga's bunker. Ah, they want that island. Okay. But I do see that we are actually out of time for this episode, so if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll click the links down below in the description, but other than that, thank you very much for watching, and next time, bye-bye.